I've been doing a lot of self-evaluating and speaking out what I've been learning so that I can actually hear what I've been learning at the moment. And like the rest of you, there's probably nothing new that you're learning about yourself. It's just a deeper level that we're going to in this, with far greater appreciation of who we are. And that has been very clear for me in the last few months, and especially in this last month. It has been a very exciting understanding of my power. Not just how I could have it, but how I am it. And that has brought a lot to my life over this last month. Yeah, I'm really excited at just how much I've grown in knowing me. It's been beautiful. I see there's a few more people jumped on, so I'd love to have a name in the side there if you let me know who's here. Okay, so that's what started it. I started to discover more by talking about it and just articulating, really having to put into words what it was that I was learning. And that led me to a whole new sense of power, a whole new sense of where my fears lay and how those fears were real to me but didn't hold me the same way that they used to. And that I felt I had a choice around, where in a lot of cases I would feel my fear and either block it or deny it, but instead I now have this position to embrace and just move on. And it's been very exciting, having this greater awareness. And with that, then, you know, our friends started yabbering in my ear saying, this is what we can offer. I haven't got all the download yet. Obviously this week I'm going to be spending a lot of time in download to get clarity, but I can tell you, okay, so Saturday is defining and understanding what you've learned, and so they'll be working through that and getting us to put it down on paper, getting it out, speaking it out, helping. They'll be giving exercises to nudge just how you can get it down. So you can do the Saturday, and that's what we'll be covering. Then there's the Sunday, where we will do pathways to goals, transformation meditations, and connections to self-love through the energy of the earth. And yes, so using what we did on the Saturday to really evolve it into something practical that you can utilize in the time after that. So you have to do the Saturday to do the Sunday, but you can only do Saturday if you want to just do Saturday. Okay, so we're a little way in. I'll let you have Isaiah and the Ancients, and we'll see what they have to say. Good evening, Masters. Blessed be the gods that you are. Masters. Over this linear year, you have been asked to go within and re-establish a centeredness within you, to define who it is you would like to be and how you would like to step out in that. That has been the message that we in the unseen have been giving you all year. It is time for you to know you in here and make clear choices as to what that looks like to your greater world. How you will walk your talk in a way, yes? That you have this growing knowing that you are greater than what you have allowed yourself to be. For in this linear year, that is much of what you have been offered for you, by you. To truly understand there is more of you than you utilize. And not just from a this knowing perspective, it comes from a this knowing perspective. In here is where you know you. You don't know you here. You think about you here. You know you here. And it is important to have an understanding that you can work out around in your mind. It is important for you to use the whole of your being to know the whole of your being. Yet when you limit yourself to working yourself out here, then you are cutting yourself off from the true power that will enhance the moment. And this is where some of you are being caught up and feeling a little anxious or stuck. For you are finding yourself in a situation where you are either numbed to what you are doing or on a plateau with what you are doing. You are not buoyantly expressing yourself from that place of joy of being you. Don't get me wrong, there is some of you doing some of it, and you are passionately exploring some areas of your life. Yet defining yourself within this energy, this year of 2020 vision, this year of 4, this is the time to have that 2020 look at yourself and understand, Masters, you are more than the moment you give yourself. And how are you going to utilize this moment to be more? Even in sitting here listening to that which is I, you can feel what? For the what is your choice. It is not a decision that which is I needs to give you. It is not a position where that which is I says, now feel love. How many of you heard what and thought, oh yes, I can feel passion, joy, love right now, and did it? And if you did, smile into your heart and acknowledge yourself. And for those who didn't, smile into your heart, understand where you are, and make a choice. And that, for some of you, is the difference. You're waiting for hints from outside. You're waiting for the acknowledgement of someone else to truly be the powerful you, to make your statements, to feel your love, expand your awareness, sit in your grace, flow in your grace. The choice is yours in any moment, and it is time to start practicing that. Practicing it by putting your full stop in your sentences when you hear yourself go down over those statements that rotate in your head. Heard it all before, the excuses, the reasons, the is and ifs of your reasonings. It's time to put the full stop in and say, no. And it just takes practice. There is some very simple tools that we will explore on the weekend that we are together that will allow you to aid with that full stop. Yet the first way is being aware you are back in that cycle of thoughts. How often are you allowing a pattern to continue? Sometimes hearing it and still allowing it to continue. And that pattern of thought can be as simple as, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. I don't know where to go to change. See how trapped you are in that conversation. Do any of you have the awareness of your cyclic conversations? You can put them in the speech bar there. Give an indication of what it is you rotate in your mind, that you find yourself listening to yourself over and over. And that which is I will talk to you about them a little. I am not good enough. I can't shine or outshine another. Thank you, Lady Ayla. And you know the limitation that you sit within there. In the sheer reference that you are not good enough. and the I can't shine. And that is the kind of thing that runs through your head, and you will have many different words for it, yes? Lady Michelle, it's too hard to change. Another, which keeps you trapped because you are so practiced in the not good enough verbiage and the it's too hard. You're practiced in the experience of what you see in front of you is your reality. Thank you, Lady Tracy. It is not okay, safe to shine or be the best version of me in business. Yes, it's not okay. I feel unsafe. And though regularly, thank you, Lady Maggie, good girl, you play versions of the good girl thoughts. And for you, it's very much the feelings of good girl, not good girl. To the point where good girl becomes a stigma. And where the feelings of safe or unsafe become the same feeling. It becomes a state where you sit in the I do not feel safe to shine, which is an unsafe feeling, and you feel safe within it. It becomes such perpetual talk. It becomes safe to feel not good enough. It feels safe to stay small, and yet it is the small that gets picked off, does it not? It is the weak that gets picked off. And yet in this place of unsafe, you make it a place of safe. For truly the understanding of that which is going round in your head and holding you back, because that's the isness that you are believing in. That is the energy you are investing in. Keeps you small and keeps you away from your power, which actually gives you freedom and strength. You are practiced beings, masters. You have heard me say this many, many, many times. Like you learned your ABCs, you learned to be who you are now. And masters, many of you can take big pats on the back on how much you have changed. Yet that was a learned experience, was it not? That you learned to change. You learned step by step that it was a little safer to express, that it was a little more comfortable to feel more joy. And now you have been asked over this linear year to really look at what is holding you in this spot. You have taken so many of the distractions away from your life. You have taken yourself out of your busies in many, many ways, just so that you can understand you in your life. Lady Diane, how do we break through the barrier of men's past belief to be heard as an equal? And that, Lady Diane, is where you give your power away to another. That is your unsafe safe. So that you blame the men for having a greater voice than you don't need to then speak. You don't need to then take on your power. So while you put it out there and it is them suppressing you, that is your safe place of unsafe. As Lady Tracy plays small in business, for that is her safe in unsafe. For if you play small in business for too long, then you don't have a business. So you'll shine in many, many ways, do you not, Lady Tracy, in your business? You shine and show who you are. And then that safe, unsafe feeling comes in and you shrink back into different conversations within your head, so you do not actively engage. So you'll have a business that runs, yet is not the shining light that you would like, because you hear the safe, unsafe feeling here. Lady Diane, you are doing the same. You are putting out there so that their words become greater than your words. For there is no place where another being has a greater ability to communicate. Sometimes you get caught up in the expectation that the other being, and this is not just for Lady Diane, this is for the majority of you, you get caught up in this space that what you say out there is going to be accepted by another being. Well, why should they? Why should they be on your wavelength? And how can they be on your wavelength when they have not done all the things you've done? They've done their things. So their vibration will be different to your vibration. So looking at another being and saying, I am saying this, you need to accept that, you need to believe me. And once you believe me, I then can approve of myself. Do you see? It is always seeking rather than gifting. You are the gift. You are the giver of your generosity. Your words are one of your greatest generous gifts, especially when they come from a place of loving power within you. Lady Tracy, safe to shine one-on-one, but get a few together and you could feel a bit ganged up on her, regardless of the truth. That no group, no one is greater. And it is interesting how one being that is very, very close to you, and this is the collective you, one being very, very close to you says something to you that hurts you, that you decide to allow yourself to be hurt by, can be far harsher criticism that 20 unknowns can ever hurt you. And yet you fear going out and speaking in front of the 20, the 100 of unknowns. It is those closest to you that you give the most credence to. And yet it is the masses that you fear the most. See, hear, know what is happening up here, what you are saying to yourself over and over and over again. And ask, is this true? Or is this the isness that I have been living with? Your masters, in many ways at the moment, are seeing your isness as you. And though your isness can be uplifting and delightful, it also comes from your many and varied belief structures. Masters, it is very easy to sit in a place of apathy, numb to basic peace, and not expand that when you have been asked to go inside, when you have been asked to slow down. When you choose to shut yourself away. It is that understanding that in that moment of apathy to peace, there is so much more that you could choose. If you choose apathy to peace, so be it, enjoy it. Yet the apathy is coming with a judgment. You're safe, unsafe, comes with a feeling of restriction. It may not come with a terror. It may not even come with an overwhelming feeling. It regularly comes with a simple tightness, a restriction of breath, a tenseness in the muscles, or a little pressure feeling. Not one that you can't manage. You've lived with it for a very long time. Thank you, Lady Marina. Well done. There is the safe, unsafe that you take every day, everywhere with you, like a heavy cloak. And it is getting more and more heavy the lighter you become inside. Because for many of you, you can see, you can smell, you can feel that it is only this far away, the being you desire to be, to take that next step. Yet you are playing in the isness of who you believe you are. And it is time to start rewriting those beliefs. Not picking each one up, shaking it off, having a good look at it and going, yes, that belief structure, put it on. Yes, I remember how this feels. I bought this shirt many, many years ago. It's this color and it looks like that. No. It is about, I feel a tightness. I feel I'm holding my breath. I feel I could make greater steps here and I am not. I could trust a little more here and I am not. I feel a tinge of fear, not great, but there is something slightly holding me back here. I could be more. I could be more. Yet I am not being more because I am playing my isness game. This is who I have been for so long. This is how I believe myself to be. Rather than in that moment, taking a deep breath and choosing something different, as simple as I will just feel greater within myself. I will feel a little more love inside of myself right now. And then saying, I made that choice. That does not mean that you're going to change your whole life there. Yet if you acknowledge that you are making conscious choices to change, if you are making those conscious choices, then you lift yourself that one little bit closer to doing this more and more every day. It is about you are practiced human beings. And it is that choice then whether you're going to practice to being the person you knew yourself to be, the person that is going through these things, that is believing in these things, or the person that is free and flowing. Masters, truly defining what your safe, unsafe is can be a little like the words you have jotted down there, those statements that you have made in the talk bar there. For that is the words that you have been able to put to it. The next step is understanding that subtle pressure that is the isness that you have been living with, that feeds off those words and those words feed from. And understanding that energy then gives you the freedom to let it go, step by step, in a new learned reality. The reinforcing of thought is reinforcing of energy. And you will find your energy is going like this. For some of you, it feels a bit like this, yet mostly it is really, that's all you're allowing yourself. because you stay within this very confined space. So masters, let's move some energy and then a quick meditation to start allowing a greater awareness. So for those who wish to stand, you'll stand. Otherwise, start drawing in, feeling the energy, feeling your hands buzzing, your legs, your face, your torso. Feel the energy that you are moving through. Feel the energy that your physical body is sitting within. For the energy that is far greater than this tiny physical body energy. Hold your hands up to the universe and say, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Bring it into your heart. Remember, when you say, yes, I am, it is, yes, all things. It is not the finite being that you believe yourself to be. In that moment, it is not the belief structures that you are. Masters, take a seat for those who are standing and prepare for a meditation. Take a deep breath. Feel your breath come in, blow it out, and make some sounds. Make some sounds. Feel the energy pulse within you. Feel the energy that you moved through pulse through you. Continue with some sound, whether that is some umming. Some yipping, yip, 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 yip. Any sound. Laugh if you choose to laugh. Now, take a deep breath. Sit straight. And as you are ready, close your eyes and start to feel your breath Come in through your nose, in, down, through, into your chest, and gently sigh it out. Have a space. Take a deep breath. Fill your diaphragm with your breath and gently sigh it out. Feel how it feels to take that next beautiful, refreshing deep breath. Feel it fill your lungs and diaphragm and gently blow it out. Know yourself to be in a place that is safe. Know yourself to be in a place greater than you. That place greater than you, that is the energy of all things. That place that allows all things to flow. That you can be the more that you are. Now, as you feel this space, begin to see colors swirl around you. You see the colors. You feel the colors. You see them as a mist coming to you and through you. You see and feel that mist of color, whether it is a beautiful violet or a yellow, a green, blue, red, white. What is that mist light that is coming to you and through you? Where is it going within you? Do you see it or feel it within your body? Watch it. Know it. And as you feel around your body and see it filling your body, you in your mind's eye start to look out and see yourself in a field. You see the green grass, fresh, lush, rich. Each blade of grass, a choice you can make. And as you look in the distance, you see an animal. You may not see it clearly, yet you see it there in the distance. And you ask it to come closer. And you send out your colors of mist, to embrace around the animal you see. And you envelop that animal as it comes closer and closer to you. What do you believe that animal is telling you? What message is this animal bringing you? What are the colours that it was wrapped within? What are the colours you are cloaked with? As the animal comes closer and closer, does it come nudge you? Does it gently prod at you with its muzzle? What is this animal actually gifting you in this moment? What is the feeling? Where are you with this animal? Is this animal an animal that preys on another? Or is this animal an animal that is preyed upon? What joy or humbleness are you feeling? What is that feeling that you are experiencing as this animal is in your presence? Be within this mist and pasture and animal totem and look at yourself. Feel yourself. What is it that you are feeling now? How flowing are you now? Feel it. Take time. Breathe in the colors. Experience the amazing strength and yet absolute subtlety of this moment. The animal will move off when the animal is ready. Yet you are left with a message. Whether you understand that message or not at this point does not matter. That can be defined later. Allow yourself to know you drew that support to you. You drew that message to you. And sit within this feeling now. This feeling is awareness. This feeling was made from choice. Draw it into you and acknowledge and appreciate the colors that you have cloaked yourself in, the colors that you have absorbed and healed yourself with, that you have uplifted yourself with, that you have connected to the energy of the all with. Breathe in colors. Breathe in and out the energy of this moment. And as the colors start to build within you, you go inside and watch the colors. You watch what color goes where. Is it one color you are seeing or multiple colors? Enjoy them. Now take a deep breath and start to come back to your room, to the seat that you are in. And as you come back to the room, start to move your hands. Start to move your hands around, feeling the energy. Start to feel the tingle that your hands and your face and your body is experiencing. So gently moving, connecting to the all that you are. This is your is. Take a deep breath. So be it. The is you believe yourself to be is the isness of all that you have brought from the past to now. And you project that into the future. That is a foundation and not the totality of you. That is a foundation of great learning and opportunity. Yet visualize all that you have done in the past to bring you to this point now as a cement slab that you stand upon, and not the house that you live within. It is the opportunity and not the totality. Masters, there is so much. For some of you, take that deep breath and relax. You do not need to keep your hands swelling. There is so much that takes you up here and away from the knowing that this is the real answer. That it is within this moment that you create the richest, the quickest. When you try and think it out, you are thinking through your isness, through all those belief structures that you know yourself to be. If you choose change, stop, breathe, go inside, feel your feelings. Be excited for you, be passionate for you, be loving for you. For no other reason that you are. Not to fix it, not to change it, in absolute gratitude and appreciation of who you are in the moment, feeling your love for you. That is how you change. What have you learned about you over this period? And what will you do with it? Thank you, Lady Janet. It is a powerful platform. When you see that platform as hard as cement, that you can stand on and build anything from, then you will start to understand that has been made of your safe and unsafe. That has been made of your learned and yet still unaware of. It is the foundation. Imagine you dancing, whether that is waltzing, tap dancing, go-go dancing. It does not matter. See yourself standing upon that foundation, excitedly saying yes to you, yes to the all, rather than I am because of my is. So, masters, be powerful in your choices. Accept that your isness is a foundation that you have created, yet it is not you. It is the tool that you have used to get you to here. And it is choice that takes you to where you wish to go. And a choice that you learn to appreciate in wonder and awe of the grandeur that you are. For some of you, you will join that which is I and the ancients over a weekend of learning. A few hours on Saturday, a few hours on Sunday. Speak to Lady Vicki about that. We will be working within the energy that is created from you, by you, and nudged a little by that which is us. Be in a place of joy that you are who you are. And understand the pressure, the tension, the isness that you place on yourself like a cloak, and be ready to let it go. Masters, be in joy.